collectible giveaway at Big Card Flip, and today we are going to be grading my 5 sports cards that I'm going to be sending over to Pure Graded X, unless people tell me that they rather me send in some other cards, but these are going to be the ones I send in. So first up is the Derek Jeter Upper Deck Top Prospect, and I can already see that there's an issue on the surface, issue or two. All right, let's do it. All right, you can see it probably. Yeah, you see it right there. I see it in the camera. See that? I can't get that off. I see chipping. I see chipping on the right above his glove. And I see a little mark there on the right upper right hand corner of the card. Another 2 white, I don't know what, right there. That corner right there, it looks like it was used as a Ninja Star one day. So you can see right here, when I really put the card at an angle, you have the white spot there, there's one right up there, and then a chipping by the glove corner. So in my opinion, the front, well, I gotta obviously turn it around. Oh look, I found another one. Oh, look at that. And I found a scratch. All right, so by the left, if you look at this hand here and you go straight to the edge, I'm going to move the card around. There you go. You can see it. There's a scratch there and a white speck to the left of it right before the edge of the card. So let me clean my magnifying glass a little bit there. So you can see that this card is not seen its greatest days. I mean, it's not horrible, but it's not in perfect condition. The back looks a whole lot better. Let me get it over here so you guys can see. I found a slight imperfection up there, another little dimple up there. So now we've seen this card. We've examined it closely. The edges, I would give it, because I've got that chipping right here, but oh wait, that looked like that it moved. Is that dirt? No, it's not dirt. Yeah, I thought I got lucky. Seeing things. All right, so with the edge wear there, I didn't see any other issues with the edge. I say it's gonna give me I don't know, 8.5, 9. No, you can't get a 9 with that, I don't think. So all right, moving on. The corner there, the corner is gonna also knock it down. Then on the corners, surface game, yeah, you got the scratch, you got this, you got that. This is an 8. All in all, this card is an 8. It's not perfect. It's got some issues, but it's an 8. All right. Let's make a note of that. And we are going to see what Mr. Kyle from Pure Graded X, what he says. Does he agree or not? All right. Let's go to the next card. Let's go to the Jordan. All right. So I'm making notes here. That first card took a little bit of time because I kept finding things, not that they were easily just, seen. That's what happened. I had to really, really dig deep into that card. This card looks so much better. So much better. I'm trying to find anything, edges, corners. The centering looks off maybe top to bottom, but you have to remember the collectors comes up. So you got to look at the space between the collectors and that edge and that edge. That actually looks pretty good in me. Oh, God. Well, you see, I'm not 100% on that. But it's obviously that comes up more. Well, how close is that to the edge there and that? I think it's off-centered top to bottom. I'm going to say. Left to right, this portion comes out. But you see, this is pretty even with that. So I think they're supposed to be even from the black edge to that. Centering, I'm going to say it's a little off-centered. Corners, let's look at some corners. Let's look at some... Okay, we looked at surface centering, corners, edges. Gosh, it looks really good. All right, let's look at the back briefly. Centering. Okay, as I mentioned, this card is, that's it. We're done looking at this card. This card, okay. There's two specks there. Oh, whoa, one came off. Huh. Not sure if that is a speck of dirt. No, it's not coming off. Okay. I'm going to give this a 9. I literally found, one speck on the back of the card. Centering could be off, but I don't think it's off by very much. And then the surface looks good. Corners look good. I say the Jordan is a 9. If it wasn't for the spec, I would say 9.5. And the centering, I think the centering may be off. So I'm going to go with a 9 on that one. Let's look at the A-Rod. Okay. Let's look at centering. Corners. This is a beautiful looking card. Beautiful, 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 beautiful looking card. Edges look great. Centering looks great. The we were looking at surface blemishes now. This is a very high gloss type of finish on this card, and I found one little thing that may be just dirt, but we'll find out now. It's on the back. Beautiful, beautiful card. Holy moly. Didn't realize this was in such good condition. This one, let's go ahead. Let's take a good look at this surface together here. And you can see this card looks good. I found over here. Okay. Looks like maybe a speck, or is that supposed to be there? I think it's part of the background, from the background of the picture. All right, let's look at corners, edges, centering. Okay, I see some edge and surface issues here on the back side. But the back side, you shouldn't lose as much for imperfections on the back side. So you can see here by his ear. Let's see if I can get it to show up. See, there's like a little bit of a roller mark. There's more. Like some type of print. You can see it once I start moving around. Again, I don't think that it's really that big of a deal. It's really superficial, but when you look at it, you can kind of see something right across here. It's vertical and horizontal on the card, only on the back side. All right, so I'm gonna go with a 9 on this card. If it wasn't for the slight background that you can see slight markings on the surface, I would have given it a higher grade. I do think that it's on the back. You shouldn't get hit that bad because it's on the back of the card, and then it's not really something noticeable. Not anything too big of a defect on the card itself. So let's go to my favorite card of this group, and we're going with the Derek Jeter. Come on, baby. Let's look at this condition. So far, so good. We are looking at edges, corners, centering, surface. So edges and corners. Go ahead, you can take a look with me. That may look like it's a beat up corner, but it's not. It's part of his uniform. It's his belt. It's his belt, the part of his pants that go in the belt. The belt goes in that part of the pants. So the surface, I did find a slight scratch by his glove going down to the T on tops. See if I can get it to come out right there. Oh, it goes up even higher by his face. See, found a surface scratch there. Everything else looks fantastic on the card. Let's look at the back of the card. I'm gonna say that this card, edges, corner, centering. I found a little imperfection on the card on the back side right here. I'm gonna, again, it's just that line. Gosh, it's either an 8.5 or a 9. I think typically I've seen 8.5s with more defects than that. I'm gonna go with a 9. All right, so this is a 9. And then last but not least, the gold. Let's wrap this up. All right. Last card. There will be, as far as sports cards, now I need to choose my Marvel cards and submit them. You can see this card here. We're checking centering. Could be, yeah, it's off a little bit, left to right. And corners, edges, the corner, upper right hand corner has a slight little imperfection. Let's see if I can get the better shot of that here. Slight, it's just not, it's very slight, but it's not perfect. I mean, you can't even tell unless you look at it in the magnifying glass, really. There's a, here you can see right down here, there's a slight, see if I can get it to show up on the camera. It's barely anything, but it's there. You can see it down in this area. All right, so with that being said, there is a little something that printed onto the card. I'm going to give this card edges, corners, centering. Centering's off left to right. This card right here is an 8.5, if I had to guess, just because the centering is off and I've got a line here and a speck there next to the line. And that corner has a little slight, light issue in that spec. And then there's another line here on the left hand border, white border here, and an indentation on the card by his foot. I mean, it is minor. You gotta really examine this card. And there's a speck there by his belt. This is an 8.5 card. All right, well, these are the cards. These are the grades. 8.5 for this last one. So if you disagree, let me know in the comment section, and stay tuned to see what kind of grade Pure Graded X gives these cards.